There's lots of things going on in the life of the church, as Dan and Ryan were talking about. But one of the things that we're really excited about at the moment is love your neighbour. And like a little bit like when I was talking about with youth, every single one of our locations, we can be involved in what we can be doing in really empowering the emerging generation. When it comes to Love Thy Neighbour, it's an initiative, it's something that we're a part of that is the churches in England and what they're doing. And so I've got Robbie and Sam with me. So, okay, so Robbie, I know we've talked about it before, but just a little bit of recap. So Love Your Neighbour, what is it?
So for everyone who hasn't heard it, Love Your Neighbour is an initiative that is really taking place across the country, involving many different churches, not just us, not just the Church of England, but the churches of England.
Yeah.
And other charities getting involved as well, and pulling this off. The whole thing is a response to a very real need now and an anticipated greater need of, as you know, lockdown in different industries are affected, more people lose their jobs. You know, we've talked before an estimated 4.5 million people in our country.
Well, what's happening right now with the whole, you know, the school lunches?
Yes.
That whole discussion taking place is,
Yeah.
you know, I guess it's always been an issue, but in this whole lockdown situation, people losing their jobs and everything like that, how many people, it's become really apparent to a lot of people, how many people are actually, kids are dependent on food that they're getting from school.
Absolutely.
So that's where it's highlighting this food shortage in people's lives because of the whole lockdown situation.
Yeah.
So it's a big issue. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's a big issue. And this is what Love Your Neighbour is here for. It's to help solve some of those issues. It's not just, you know, we talk about multiple people being involved, multiple organizations. We're partnering with local councils, different food drives, different schools, looking at how we can supply food to help meet these needs that are there, plus the needs in our church and the needs that are in our community as we become aware of them.
Awesome. Okay, so Sam. So Chef Sam, really. Well, it used to be Chef Sam.
Yes, I did.
Right, so you're a pretty high-end chef. Am I allowed to say high-end chef?
Yeah.
Yep, all right.
Pretty much.
And so I guess your whole career and everything to do with the whole food industry, a lot of people under pressure, all of that. Yeah. So you've taken a bit of a repurpose for now?
Definitely.
And,
yeah.
And so this whole Love Your Neighbour, you are Chef Sam, who's now the coordinator, all of that with what we're doing. So what's going on? Tell me about it. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's...
The reason I asked you that, because I asked you the other day about what's happening, Sam, and you just... you got so passionate, so excited about the opportunity for the church to be the church. Yeah.
Because essentially, as a chef, you know, we want to feed people. That's just, you know, we love getting people together and giving them food. And I think, you know, the need is great at the moment. And to have that opportunity to be able to go out and to be hands and feet on the ground and to partner with great organizations and local churches and food banks and to be on the ground and do this, it's a great opportunity. And I'm really excited to be involved with this.
All right, tell me about, so we've just, you know, different people contributing. So one of the places that we'll be hubbing from is a bit of a miracle gift.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So, last week we kind of got a new location for our central London hub, and that's based out of Wandsworth. And so, we'll be working inside there, hopefully we'll have moved in this weekend. And we're looking for people to come in and help us in terms of volunteering.
She's underselling it.
She's underselling. I know, she's underselling. That's why I looked at you and you're looking at me saying, give me a chance to sell this.
Yeah.
All right, give you a go.
I say,
right, you
know,
go.
we're partnering with multiple organizations. An organization let us know that they have some property that they look after that they are wanting to lease out to charities. And when we heard about it, we said this could be a chance for us to hub Love Your Neighbour out of is it the shopping center in Wandsworth?
It is, yeah. It's the old Debenhams.
The old Debenhams in Wandsworth. and they have given it to us for free to be able to operate Love Your Neighbour.
Yeah.
So we've got that happening in central London. We have a free venue as well in Reading, partnering with the charity up there, and of course in Kent and in Newcastle, the buildings that we own as a church in those 2 locations.
And then other locations that obviously where we don't have a presence right now, we'll still be looking at, okay, because these are hubs where we can operate from and work out how we include all of our church, give all of our church the opportunity to get involved.
Absolutely. And really the possibilities are endless. If we had enough finance, we could meet every single need. We know this. But the more finance we have to do it, the greater impact we can have. Sam mentioned we're partnering with food drives and schools and so. The opportunities are, it's kind of weird calling them opportunities, but
I don't know what else to say. The need that we can respond to.
The impact that we can have, the need we can respond to is as great as our finances are.
Okay.
So,
how do people get involved?
So, if people want to get involved, there's lots of need that we need right now on the ground in setting up these hubs. You know a little bit more about the detail of that.
Yeah, so we're looking for guys to come along and help us paint, set up, build shelving, getting the provision inside into the venues, working towards getting the 2 courses that we're running up and active. So, there's a great opportunity to get involved in that way.
Yeah, so we're aiming to launch mid to late November in all 4 of these places. There's a lot to do to get these hubs up and running, operational. So we need people helping, whether it be people who have a particular skill in a trade or...
Where do they find, where's all that listed?
All at the website, under our Love Your Neighbour section on the website. All that's there. And it will continue, the list of need will continue to grow as we go forward. We have,
okay, what?
For anyone who's interested right now, we have an info night. We had one this past Wednesday for the people who are already interested, and we have one planned for the Wednesday, the 11th of November, for anybody watching the service right now that wants to get involved in the future.
Okay.